Well, this sucks. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with another Native American Heritage Month episode. And today, you guys, we are out in North Georgia, and we are at Track Rock Gap. And as you all could tell, this trail is closed to the public. Closed to the public use for resource protection. Now, what is on this trail, or at least what was on this trail, was a very beautiful relic from the past. What it was is that it was a set of Cherokee petroglyphs, much like the ones you would see in like Judacola Rock in North Carolina. But about a year ago, somebody went and defaced these petroglyphs. Somebody tore through the rock. Somebody vandalized these markings by spray painting them, what have you. And I don't even think to this day that nobody really knows what happened. But what we're gonna do today, you guys, is even though this trail is closed, you can get to it from the road, but we are going to check out and see how bad these petroglyphs were damaged. I don't understand what is in the human psyche that causes people to want to destroy like history, stuff from the past. But anyway, a little bit out of shape. Let's check it out. Anchor down. Now, if you notice, these petroglyphs are right on the side of the road. And that's one of the rocks right there. I'm not sure if you can see them that well, but we're gonna cross this real quick and we're just gonna look at this. Now, I know I am crossing this barrier, but I feel that it is important because just to show you all why it is so important to protect our natural resources and our history, and to show you all how bad these rocks were defaced. But you have number 5, number 3, 2, and 4. These petroglyphs will show you what is in these rocks. Like, for example, you have a cross in the circle. That dates to about 1,000 years ago. And of course you have a human foot, human figures, bird tracks. And this is one of the boulders on boulder number 4, which I imagine is probably just over right in here. Yep, right in there. You can probably see some of the footprints, and I believe this big giant cut right here, that's the damage of the petroglyph. And I do not understand why people cannot adhere to this. It is so important to protect our history. And this is probably one of the coolest markings that you will see, but that is a cross. I believe that's a cross. Anyway, what this is in Cherokee soapstone, but that's probably one of the most prevalent. And then we've got this one right here, again another cross that predates the Cherokee. And then we have this one right here. And now number 6, which what we just looked at, there was a common belief among Native Americans that spirit kept animals underground. So when the game animals disappeared, that is where they were to be found. Animals would enter and exit through cracks in the rocks. The feet and track boulder 6 create the impression of humans and animals walking to the apex of the rock beginning in the ground level. Therefore, the tracks have seen on this boulder may represent the animals and spirits coming back into our world. So anyway, number 6, again, this shows us a lot of the markings and a lot of the etchings. Now we'll go up here and we'll look at some of the damage that has been done, just to make you all understand. This is another one that was defaced. You can see in the rock, I'm not sure if that's the footprints or where somebody has carved their initials. Oh well, anyway, this is just some of the pure idiocy that goes on in today's world. I just hate it. I don't understand why people have to deface stuff like this. And here's some more. We got footprints, another cross, and I believe that's where somebody cut open a big chunk in the rock. Ah, this is interesting. I just noticed this sign. Track Rock Gap is one of the most significant rock art sites in the southeastern United States. It consists of 6 table-sized soapstone boulders containing hundreds of symbols and figures. The carvings here were made by Native Americans beginning around 1000 AD. While it's not certain the exact origins of the carvings, the Cherokee name for the gap is Duatchali, where there are tracks. So this is why it is important that we protect our natural resources and our history. So while we are here, Track Rock Gap has another interesting trail site to it, and we are going to go there. It's honestly not all that bad. So let's do it, you guys. And now, while we are out here, there is a trail along this along Track Rock Gap. Now this trail, it goes out to another set of relics, stuff that's in a little bit more of a remote area. But about 2015, 2016, there was an episode of America Unearthed, and the host, he believed that Track Rock Gap was actually Mayan. There is a theory, excuse me, going back to the early days of America, that some people believed that Mayans traveled all this way up here into the United States, and this is where they set up. Now it could be a very good possibility, because if you look at the Mississippian people, they built pyramids. So wouldn't it make sense that the Mayans, if they came up here, they did something similar to their culture? So I guess that really also poses the question, were the Mayans the ones who built this place? I don't really know. And speaking of wonder, we have actually come to the first one. I believe this was supposed to be a cairn. At the beginning of the Native American Heritage Month series, I kind of talked about what cairns are. They're kind of like these sacred pillars that the Mississippian people would use. Well, or maybe even the Mayans. And I know Cherokee, I believe early Cherokee did similar things as well. So this is one of the pieces of history that we have just now come upon. And if you look here on the hillside, you will also see a wall. Now there are similar walls to this. Actually, we were in the last vlog, we were out at one of those. This is another example of old Native American building work, just here on the hillside. Also, not far from that cairn, here is another cairn, another stack of rocks. And that is not far from the big one right there. So I guess we'll keep walking and we'll see all these other archaeological spots here on Track Rock Gap. Pretty sure we'll find some more interesting stuff. Well, this makes me a little bit irritated because I wasn't even on the trail. But now I am. Looks like there have been quite a few trees growing out here too. I honestly feel like it's about to rain. At least feels like it. And that's interesting. That's white pine. Sorry, from a little bit info from my forestry days. I kind of figured maybe I would see one. Now y'all are probably might be thinking, well, it's a tree, Chet. Well, no, look at the curvature in it. It bends like that, and it goes all the way up. Well, early Native Americans, they used to do this as kind of like way markers, kind of like markers, like kind of like nowadays, you know, kind of like trail markers. That's the word, trail markers. But I just figured I thought I'd show you all that as we continue our exploration of Track Rock Gap. I almost kind of wonder if this place has like a supernatural thing behind it as well. I know it's Native American History Month, but this whole time, the Archaeological trailhead, it's like every direction I take, it's like I always seem to get thrown off of it. But when I look at the trail that's on there, well, it's like there's not even anything there. Or more than likely, it's probably just Google Maps using a really, really old trailhead. I've been out here for like 2 hours now, and it's like I'll go one direction and then I'll be thrown off the main trail, and then I won't know where I'm at. Then I have to find the trail again, get lost. I think we're gonna get on here out back to the road. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's like I'm supposed to be like near the main entrance, but that's where it's taking me, and there's literally nothing there except maybe the road. Either way, I mean, I'm guessing it's just bad mapping. I know my friends with Adventures United, they came out here probably about 5-6 years ago, and I think they had a similar issue. But anyway, guys, we're gonna walk up these rocks. We're gonna get back to the car. I can say for the first time, I've gotten lost while on a hike. Luckily, it didn't turn out to be an episode of 411 or missing 411. That would have sucked. But now that I'm out of here, this will be the conclusion of my Native American Heritage Month series. At the beginning of this month, I started with trains, but the more I started thinking about it early on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to honor the people that came before me, the people that were here before. That's what I did, and I'm glad that I had a lot of good feedback, which makes me happy. Tell you the truth, the Moon-Eyed People video, that did really good. That was one of my favorite videos. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of another vlog. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, vlog over.